Happy Sunday to everyone. How's everyone doing? Oh, yes, I promised I was going to be live at 2 p.m. my time, and this is 9 minutes after 2, so definitely I'm late, and definitely apologize for that. Yes, so by the way, we all each day have choices to make, and the choice be limitless. Like no limit to these choices because each day we get up, you're choosing who to listen to, who to talk to, who to repeatedly hear or listen. So our topic today is really about who we are listening to because it has a lot to do with us. Guys, in any way that you may not get me clearly, let me know please in the comment section because some stuff not just yet today today, but we shall keep going. So I'm just going to give you and we will get going. For those who are new, this is Lucy, your favorite girl, Miss Remarkable, and the one and only brightest Lou. So yes, if you're watching on YouTube, it's all about shining your light. So we are the brightest light family. So brightest light TV just tell you you are a light and you're in the right place. And watching on Facebook, brightest Lou is just the same thing. Lucy means light. So I believe every one of us is a light, and as every light, the more you understand your role as a light, the more you understand your functionality as a light, the more you know where to shine and how to recharge yourself. So that's why we have conversations like this. And yes, I'm trying to keep it every Sunday for now. Every Sunday. I know this may not favor all of us, but it's okay. I just also want to take this moment to really appreciate those who have been taking time to watch the videos because as you've noticed I've just been dropping them based on my availability and amazingly people have been watching and sharing their feedback. I really do appreciate that. I don't take any second activity like share for granted, so I really appreciate you all and sending you all lots of love. So yes, I'm going to give some few music break, and this is just because this topic is very important, and the effects are very obvious in at times. So just don't miss. Just be patient if you're connected. And please, as usual, when you watch, let's know where you're watching us from. We want to connect with you one on one. So let's see what song do we have for us today. No copyright infringement intended for this song. Lika PKP, right? Yep. Pam, pam, pam. Okay, so this is one of the songs I've been listening like the whole week, and this is from someone I love, an artist I love so much. So guys, welcome in and make sure let's share as you join, and please let us know where you're watching from. I like to connect with people one on one. No copyright. Open doors large on my map. Artist Ada AE. I love our ministry. We have Chinyere Uduma. So this other. No copyright to the song. I bless you with my life. I bless you. Lord, your clothes forever and ever. So, guys, if you join in, just we are going to be. Wow, bless. Happy New Year. Hello guys, I see a couple of people joining now. Please let me know where you're watching us from. I know some I see Bless is connected from YouTube. So Bless, how are you doing today? Hello, Manon, joining from Douala, Cameroon. Happy to have you. So okay, guys, I really value people's time, so I'm not coming to play this song that we all have on YouTube. Definitely, I'm not going to do that. So we all have this song on YouTube. As I said, it's by Ada Eye and Chinelo Duma. So I love it and I've enjoyed it this week. So that was one of the songs that came in my mind though. So happy again to have every one of us connected here. I know I not been consistent with these live sessions this year, but I'm trying to be back. And for my people in TikTok, thank you. I took a break by the way on social media last year, like a 5 months break, and the consequences were real. I lost a lot of people, but yesterday, I got back to where I was in TikTok after like how many months. So happy, guys, my family from TikTok. Happy to have you guys. And so, why am I talking about this thing with this topic today? We are in a blessed generation, but like every blessing, stewardship is essential. And how many of us have noticed that despite the fact that we have things more made more easier for us, many people in this generation are depressed? How many of us have noticed like there's higher rate of depression and mental health situations? How many of us have noticed that? Because personally I've noticed that, and I really ask myself honest questions like I believe your quality of life is really dependent on the quality of questions you ask yourself. So I like to ask myself the questions like what's going on? Like what's going on? And one of the key things is the voices we hear. So this topic has been in making for more than a month. For those who know, none there's even a flyer for this. I just have been busy, left, right, center, but I'm here now. So this topic has been because of a lot of things I see, a lot of things that I believe can be addressed, if not for immediate resolutions, but for future preventions. Yeah, so I believe it can help you irrespective of your age. There are some concepts that when we miss the foundation, things become so tough. And I know for a fact that a lot of people have let me not say have don't have a good foundation because homes are not what used to be, or many homes are just listening to a lot of other voices. And so, without dragging this topic so long, we are talking about the voices. Each time you get up, do you agree that you have so many options, so many things, so many voices you get in your head? Do you all agree that each time you get up in the morning, you as a person, because I do get that. Like each time you get up, you have a lot of like things playing in your head, voices, maybe the ones you heard the previous day or something. Maybe you have some new stuff, some new decisions you want to make, and you have some what somebody has said 2 years ago playing on your head. So each time we get up, do we agree that we have so many voices that play in our head and we have to make a choice? Let me know if it's a yes for you. Let me know in the comment section, guys, because that's the essence of this topic. Because if you don't know a problem, how can you solve it? That is the question. If you don't know a problem exists, sometimes that is the main problem because we don't know a problem exists, and that is why you say discernment for me is one of the precious gifts that if you have, you really have to value it. So if you have that gift of discernment, because not everybody can really differentiate good from bad. It may look simple to you, but it's just a reality. Not everybody is able to know that what I'm doing is not the best. Some just know that, hey, this is what Solomon did, this is what David did. Why should I not do it? You get some people like, oh, I've seen this person doing it. Why am I? And this person is doing well and has been doing it like this. Why should I not do it? So that's how some people judge. They don't have that discernment on their own to say this is good, this is bad. So if you have that gift of discernment, first of all, applaud yourself. You're ahead, you're a step of steps ahead of so many people in this generation. So that is the first thing we all need because we have so many options. But one way thing that keeps you focused on the right, choosing the right voice is having that discernment to know what is good and what is bad, what you need and what you don't need. Self-awareness is the next thing. So a lot of times, mostly in this season and generation, yes, it's a blessing to have social media. But guess what? Guess what? It's also a curse in disguise. Yes, it is. And that's why for me, when I feel like I want to get some things clear in my head, I just switch off all the buttons. So I'm saying that sometimes a lot of us are not really aware of what the voices do to us and the long-term effect, the immediate effect, and the people who are suffering from it. So this topic, by the way, is inspired, or I'm sharing and talking about it mostly because of the third parties that suffer because of the voices you choose to hear. There are so many people who are looking up to you, which is why we have these programs. It just reminds us that sometimes you can say, "Oh, I'm alone. I don't have any child. I don't have any sibling." Guys, there are so many people that are copying from you. Just know that there are just so many people who are depending on your life. They're like, "Oh, this person is good. This is where I want to be," but they don't know the ins and the outs, the choices you make, the voices you listen to. So it's really, really essential. And to you too, this topic is very essential to you too because we are. I noticed something with COVID. For those who are very close to me, will know that I don't listen to mainstream news for as in when since COVID-19. I don't listen to. So I've noticed this. Those who get up every day, the first thing they tune to a news station or whatever, they're always anxious. Oh, do you know that this? Did you hear that? Did you hear that this bad? They all get the bad news. Like I'm like, it's obvious that good and bad things are happening. Be informed, but know where to cut the limit because if you get up each day, your first thing is social media. Check what I'm saying now. Just evaluate your life, your level of peace. You get up, is that thing you've heard that controls your day. So, what voice we listen to starts from the choices we make each day when we step down from our bed. As you get up from your bed, the first thing you do, like it or not, control your day is something I've experienced, and I see a difference in level of peace. Like there are a lot of things happening in this world. Get me right. There are a lot of things. I will see somebody who come and post on, I will not do this. For example, someone a lady will come, I will not get married because left and right center they are divorcing. I'm like, really? Is that your base, first of all, getting married because other people are married? Because if you are divorced, you are not getting married because some other person is divorcing. I mean, initially, one of the reasons you want, or the main reason you maybe want to get married was because people are getting married. So how is that? Those two, they make it make sense. Those people married and yours, how would they help you? So this is just to say and to really remind whoever is going to listen to this message, and again encourage you that as you listen to this message, don't just keep it to yourself, because a lot is going on, and a lot of us may not know how much what we listen, how much it controls us. That's why I am making this particular video. So make sure you share with everyone you know. I mean everyone, regardless of the age, with everyone, because some of us have set our goals based on other people's goals without knowing. It's dangerous, guys. Your life is unique, and that's why we have Brightest Blue, right? By the way, Lucy Ebini, which is my real name, it's not really the person. You don't see my personal me. You see my mission and purpose me. So that is the light you see on social media. That tells you a difference, that there's a part in every one of us our lives that is meant to be personal and private, or private. And there's a part in your life that has to be general. So how can you be setting your goals based on just the 1% about somebody's life that is public that you know about? How does it go? Or you setting your goals for the day just based on what you heard on the news? Again, the news, depending on the channel you choose, they have their own things they are promoting, what they want to say. Because there are always so many things happening. And for me, I always say I start with the good news. Like, always give me first the good news before you go to the bad news. It's always important for me for my mental state. Start with what has God done that is good for the day? What is happening? I woke up in the morning. Oh my God, I'm blessed. So I start my day intentionally. And then I see, yes, there are days where you get up, you get a bad call. So these are things that I see it weighing down a lot of people mentally. These are things that I see make a lot of people live in fear. Why will you be living in fear? Like, how much can you control about your life? That's what a lot of people don't know. How much can you really control about your life? Like your oxygen, you don't have that button to control how much oxygen you're getting. And if you're going to sleep and have that refill of oxygen, you don't control that, sweetheart. None of us control it. So where did that fear comes from is doubt. And that doubt, I've realized, is that comes from a place of distraction from the main things. Yes, you get in the morning, you are choosing. That's why you're still seeing a new day. There's something you have to achieve. It doesn't mean everything on that day or that particular day is going to be just perfect because you're chosen. Do we all agree? Oh, by the way, there's some blessed people watching these live sessions. So all of us are still in survival mode. So, by the way, if you're new here, there's a video I had really taken my time to make on how to leave from survival mode to mission mode, and the importance of you not staying in survival mode. So, some of us are not even in survival mode. Some of us are in fear mode, if that mode exists. That we are living, every decision we are making is based on the fear. Somebody is setting the career goals based on the fear, the fear that what if this person, what if this person is not able to get exactly what God has told he or she to do. Yes, we all have temporary things, but does that mean you totally change your career goals? Think about it. So there are people that I know for a fact that they had clear visions. They had clear visions. But because they doubted themselves, and because they were not able to wait like Abraham, not Noah, no Hannah, They had to abort their own purpose to follow where majority is going. It's good to have results, but let your quest for results not be greater than your quest to fulfill your purpose. Think about it. So, in other words, let your driving force not just be the results you want to get. Maybe it's money, how much money you want to make, or to prove to everybody that you've also ticked that whatever check box you have to tick. We all have opportunities to make our lives different, by the way. We all have that opportunity starting with me and you watching. You have an opportunity to make a difference in your life. And I've just come to realize that you really don't need to impress people. I, for one, for example, I was talking about TikTok minutes ago. This is because how did I get to TikTok? I had this app in my phone for years. I never opened it, like never. Then I was talking to somebody on the person was giving me some negative, just negative points about social media. And if you know me, I like always balance the equation. Give the positive and give the negative. It doesn't matter if one out, they just give both sides. Like there's always two sides to a coin. So the person was like, "Oh, this thing is so toxic." As I said, I wasn't using TikTok. I didn't even know how that app looked like. I just had been hearing, "Oh, this is happening," but I didn't care. So this person was like, it's so bad." I'm like, guess what? It's so bad, but guess what? People are using it as a market to sell their product. So just imagine you like when you call market, I'm originally from Cameroon by the way for all those journey. And again, yeah, there's no tribalism. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how you faith. We all men one people by faith. So I was like, yes, I don't use this app, but I've heard people who have used it to build. Have art. I know artists who did not were like trying to build their career. They just started you doing their using their skills, their comic skills, and they were able to sell out and brand themselves and successfully groom their career in music, which was their main thing. So how come you see just the negative part? I also know people that were going through a very tough time and build a good positive environment from TikTok. Yeah, I know that. But importantly to this person, I'm like, tell me now, how many clients do you have in your business daily? How do you meet your clients? Because this person was business oriented. I said, how do you meet your clients? And how are you building a long term market for yourself? The person is like, I don't know, but I know social media is good for that. I'm like, okay, good. So why are you focusing on what people are saying and not focusing on what you can do? And behold, I'm saying all this to say, indeed, if you have ever heard that the algorithm will send you what you search for, it is true. That's basically what I want to say. It is true. I'm saying that with all, not just experience for 2 years. I have been on TikTok for, let me say, maybe since 2022 at least. So this is 2025, maybe 3 years, right? There are some people tell me like before I joined, people like, oh, there's a lot of funny thing, stuff like that, people doing mad things. I've never, I'm saying it here for any person, so I have never ever seen such videos because it has never popped on my feed. No way. It has just never. Same with Facebook. So whatever you get up in the morning, your brain tells you to search and you search. Those are the things they will send to you because my community, like I each time somebody, for example, is going live talking about some things it popped to me. That tells me, okay, these are the type of things you'll be searching. So I notice it's the same thing on YouTube. I notice that whatever I search like today, the next day they are giving me posts or people doing similar content. So whatever voice you listen to, be it in your sleep, be it while you're walking, be it at work, be it in your church, as you come to social media, your brain will enable you to search more of what you are. So the voice we listen to don't only control our level of peace, which is one of the important things I've noticed, as I said earlier. I've noticed many people are just so anxious. So many people are living in fear. Why? Not like they don't have enough. They have enough. But because of the voices that I've been listening, I've listened to just the bad things happening, the people who are divorcing, for example, you're not listening to the people who have been in marriage for more than 40 years, or the people the people who are enjoying, not the people who are enjoying. It's just a choice. So as you come on social media, that same energy that you have in your real life, that energy even affects you when you are on the social media space. So when you see yourself receiving just negative content, take a backward stop and reflect on the content you have been listening to. For example, if you get up each day and looking gossip about what is happening in somebody's house, what is happening in somebody's kitchen, what is happening in somebody's bedroom, why is this person not going to succeed? As you are looking more of those reasons why somebody will not succeed or the reason why somebody is bad, trust me, they will be giving you more content on why people are bad. That is how it goes. That's how the algorithm works. This algorithm does not promote your content or a content because the person said nice things. The algorithm does not care if the content is nice or not nice or positive or negative. As far as there are clicks, there are people like you who are watching that same content, more people will keep viewing it. That is how it goes. So today, as I said, take your peace into your hand, take your life into your hand, take full responsibility of the things you consume mentally, of the things you consume, you feed your mind, because each day we have the responsibility to feed our minds. Each day, what you feed your mind in will either build you, break you, or heal you. I just want people that each time you're anxious, you listen to some songs, you have so much peace. Let me know, because that is me. I love music so much. If I get some negative thoughts sometimes pop to our minds as humans, right? I have any negative thoughts, I know the type of songs to listen to. So even the songs you listen to, if you listen to a particular genre of songs, for example, if you listen to Afrobeats too much, they are going to send you more of Afrobeat. If you listen more of worship songs, they are going to keep sending you. That's how the algorithm works. So whatever choice you make, and now your life, the peace in your life, will depend on what you have been feeding your mind with. Each day, each minute, we have those choices. Let me just listen to this one. My body, my body is going to shake well. It's good though. Make your choice. But I'm just here to remind you that to every choice there's a consequence. Grace is not a receipt to madness. So if you choose to be mad every day, get up with madness, it's your choice. You may have grace today, but trust me, the grace may not prevent you from the long-term predicament. I've heard, for example, many people who cheat. When you want to hear men justify the reason why they cheat, they say David cheated, and I'm gonna ask them, did you ever go further beyond the cheat to know what happened to him because of that cheat? Have you really had the patience to go to the end of the story? Or Solomon was a wise man, but this, I'm like, oh my God. So this is applicable whenever you use other people as your receipt or your excuse for doing something mad or to listen to the wrong voices. I'm also here to tell you that the fact grace located some people, it may not locate you. The fact that somebody like Abraham lied and God Himself appeared to the king to prevent the king from fornication and prevent his wife from other things that could happen. You get it? It will not happen in your case. So, in every decision you make, please take the consequences with your full chest. So every decision you make, know that the consequences are not dependent on what happened to be. Your situation may be different. And yes, we may not see some of the things. As I said, one of the reasons I'm doing this video is not just because of us. I've seen somebody say, oh, I did this and this, nothing happened to me. And this person has kids. And all I looked was how the kids are. I'm like, okay, I see what they got it from. So there's some things you may fight every day. You are not yet dead because you've been fighting. But trust me, there are people around you who are seeing that your toxicity and think that is all about life. And they are living their life based on what you're showing them. So your light can be quenched by you. Your light can be quenched by the things you listen to. So just be intentional. This is the month of love. Love yourself enough, right? Not to do shenanigans. Love yourself enough to feed yourself with the right thing. Love yourself enough to maintain your peace. And why not increase your level of peace, guys? So, for those who are new again or we just joined, it's good for me to always know those who are connected. Um, Always make use of the comment section so that we can bond with you and connect with you one on one. And yes, Sunday you're going to see me come talk on things related to this, related to us. I'm not here to talk about any other person's personal life. I'm not here to talk about what is trending, but I'm here to talk about things that you and I need. Just so I need it. As I said before, I'm talking about this topic today, 2022. I had to experiment this thing, and what I'm saying, it works. If I'm not mistaken, I think 2020 was also when I started TikTok, but this was also a time I kept off a lot of external noise just to evaluate what happened when you don't have to fit. And that's why till now I'm still like, okay, I see why sometimes we get up tired, but we are from sleeping because the things we feel ourselves with, they themselves make us natural. They bring like, have you ever imagine yourself like being in a toxic, negative environment? And that toxic negative is worse when it's internal, it's in you, it's in your mind, than the one that is outside. Because you can definitely not with so much people. Some of us can be here, but I can be sitting in a room and everybody's talking, I'm looking at you, but I'm not hearing you guys. So yes, we are definitely, as I said, 2022, I learned this firsthand that each time, let me give a practical what was going on by the way. It was in the peak of COVID, by the way. And each time you put on the TV or you go to a news station, it was like 500 people have died of like it was just for me, it was just like and me, I was a student, guys, and I had to go to school every day. So imagine that. You have to, regardless, you have to step out every day, and every day they're telling you. And the day I stopped listening to that, that's the day I actually had peace to focus on my work, on my school. Like I go, do what I have to do, come to my house, and I had so much peace as opposed to listen to what. Yes, it's good to be informed, but I tell you, too much information and too much wrong information is a problem. And I from there I noticed that also most of sometimes these things are even like they hype the lies to make it more like negative and people become more anxious. So I just learned to like, okay, let me know people I listen to. So I choose now where to get updates from. Like it's very important for me. Also, I choose how much I want to listen to some people or some things. How often. These are things that we have buttons, we have the remote in our hands, we can control. But there are things you can control. You can't control what other person will say or they will not say, but you can control who you will listen to. You can control when you get up, like when I get in the morning, these are things I practice and I'm saying this as I said from experience. When I get up, for those who come in the morning or late in the night, I won't pick your calls. Not because I don't want to pick, but because when I'm sleeping, my phone is far away from me and always on silent. So if I'm still sleeping, I'm not just going to hear my phone ringing. So that's what it is. And so that you sleep like a baby. You sleep so much as a baby with so much peace. Like compared to you want to sleep, this person is calling you about something that can wait for the next day. Yes, some things honestly can wait for the next day. Like if you practice it and you value yourself, please give yourself credit. Give yourself time to rest. Give yourself time to reflect. Give yourself time to think about you. Give yourself time to think about where you're going. Because at the end of the day, some of us, as I said in the beginning, are just moving based on other people's objectives. And how will you feel now when you see these people you have so idolized and make them your God and make them your model? I know what you thought. That's why I will see somebody come on social media and say, because this one have done this, I will never, or if this one do this, I'm like, really? So, guys, it's been a blessed day, and I was happy to catch up with those who are connected. And again, I know people are going to always watch it after. But again, set your alarm. I'm here now. Sunday, I'm trying my best to like show up. Um, I'm at TikTok, so I'm now YouTube, Facebook, not TikTok, but Instagram, which is one of the places, the one of the apps I can sit for 2 months without opening. Like, just like I had to struggle to get to Facebook. You see me most when I have my live session. For those who write me on Facebook, I really don't use Facebook. I use Facebook just to share one or two things, my lessons, because this person, as I said, is a lesson to me, and it's just a lesson I believe when people learn it, they will have a significant increase in the level of peace, importantly, and healing. Because some of us are really mentally sick, not because of any major thing, but because of the people we've been listening to. Sometimes we don't have those role models from home. Some people don't have the I call it grandma talks or advice, grandma and grandpa. And there's some things I only learned from my grandmom, and there's some things I learned on my let me see, some things I learned from my paternal grandmom, some things I learned only from my maternal grandmom, some things I learned only from my paternal granddad. So that is just this. I just believe in life we all should accept that fact that we'll keep learning from different people. And there are things I learned from my younger ones. Yeah, so we all keep learning, and I believe for you to be a great person, you need to definitely know the people you listen to. It's not just to listen. Listening is important. Listening is important, but who you listen to really matters, which is what this topic today is emphasizing. It's not the matter of, oh, I listen to news, but what type of news are you listening to? Yeah. Oh, it's a matter of, are you informed? Like how Denzel Washington said, to be too informed will make you deformed. I agree. Like many people are deformed because they have been too informed with the wrong things. So it's very important for you to take full control of what you want your mind to access, how much, when. Like getting up easier, for example, for me, that's something I'm sharing now personally. For me, I work a lot. I work a lot. So um during the week my schedule is always tight. It's basically like more work, and honestly I realize I don't have much reflection time. So weekend, I don't joke with that, and that's why fellowshipping with people become. I've talked about church important. I'm not the person who feel like, hey, this person must go to a particular church or must go to church on this day or no. I don't believe in that, or you must idolize a particular man. No, I'm just like, just know where you are and know what you know where you're going, and commune with people who think like you. That is also very important, because sometimes as human beings we need to accept that we don't know it all, and the same path you're walking, you will never be the first, neither will you be the last. Yes, you are unique in your journey, but based on your priority, it's okay. For example, if you say I want a kingdom family for myself, there are people who have walked that path before you. Oh, I want to be a kingdom entrepreneur. I, for one, I had so many people I really have to learn different things from. So, in other words, we all can create intentionally a positive environment for ourselves. And that's one thing I am so intentional. As I said, I am your social media mayor for positivity. I had listened to people who said, oh, it's all about negative energy. And I am here to say, I intentionally created TikTok to show someone that you could do just possible things. And if your target is, I want to have 10,000 followers, you have them. And in 6 months, I was able to have that 10,000 followers. That's why I packed the TikTok, by the way. But you see me not there back. So I just had that reason. So this is just to say, Don't be one of those who are looking based on the result. People, oh, this person has money. Sweetheart, there are things that having it doesn't matter if you have peace or not. Everybody can have money as far as you're working and you're putting the time in the right place. That is the concept of money. It has nothing to do with too much of prayer and fasting. No. I know we have lied ourselves too much. Faith goes with action. If you believe you can do it, you go and do it. Do it in the right place with the right people. You have money. So don't check the fact that, oh, this person is making money and you want to do the same thing. Because you know how I always tell people that if you've been in some places like in life, there are some places that you were not there, or some levels in life you were not there. You were so anxious to get there because the people are ahead will make out. They were behaving like that is the best. And when you get there, you saw some things like really, and you call those same people like they were like, this is how it is. So don't wait to be in that situation that you're frustrated and then no one can help you. They can only tell you that this is what it is. Set your goals yourself. Take each day at a time. That's what there is peace. Because if we all looking at community, that people that you see, this person does not have much, but you see, the person is so happy, the person is peaceful. As we also look other set of people that seem to have it all, but they are not satisfied. What is the difference? That's what I'm telling you now. What they focus on, the voices they choose to listen. So you're great. You as a human being, your voice is important, but your voice is limited because you don't know it all. And why listen to another human being? So the only way some of us will continue to be enslaved to other people's thoughts, other people's ideas, is by staying ignorant of who truly we are. So this topic cannot be concluded without me talking the importance of two things. One, identifying who truly you are, self-identity, because that's what makes you to get up each day and be busy and not occupied to listen to everybody's opinion about you or your journey. Number two, your purpose. You know who you are. Where are you going? At the end of the day, assuming you have all the money, all the marriage, all the children, where are you going? Because I always say this. I've heard so many people saying this lie like, my family is my reason why. I'm like, so what about Moses? Moses had to abandon his family to serve his purpose. So before you use that, make sure you've heard your purpose before you lie yourself and realize at 70 years that you didn't even know your purpose on earth. So this is to say quiet times are important. Quiet times are very, very important for us to hear ourselves and to hear God. A lot of times we are so busy hearing social media voices. We are so busy watching other people fulfill their own purposes. So I'm just here to also tell you that you can get busy figuring out what you it may take a while, you may have difficulties, whoever like that. Or when you choose to hear God, there's no difficulty. That's another line. So a lot of us have been going with lies that now even the people who are speaking the truth, they are the one who don't make sense. So I like there's just a lot of lies I see people feeding on. They're like, yes, amen. Just like if I start here and start saying your life shall be perfect this year. Some people prefer to come and type the amen. The people who are not talking now, they're watching and not talking. They'll prefer to type amen to everything I say positive. But I'm here to always tell you the truth. It's not how many amens you sound or you type or you say that matters, but it's you taking those steps of obedience. Yes, you taking that step of obedience. You heard the right voice. You choose to follow the right voice, even times that it wasn't favorable for you. That's what makes you different. That's what gives you some level of grace that some people in the entire generation, all their generation joined together, will never have. So choose what you want, build on what you want, build the right foundation for yourself. Know the voices you want to listen to before you even sleep and get up. It's very important. Before you put on your phone, know the type of people you want to listen to. Know who you are, know your purpose, because those are the two important things that will help you to know the right people. But if you don't have a purpose and your identity is based on social media thoughts, based on what they told you, the name they gave you when they gave birth to you, and you have what to do. So okay guys, thank you all for joining in. I hope we all had something to get. By the way, that was a Valentine package. As I said, this topic has been somewhere for like a month. So this was a Valentine package because true love starts with you. If you don't love yourself, you always think people have to make you happy. And now you'll be looking for happiness in other people's who are looking for other people to make them happy. So let you be able to find happiness in your own life. And now, when you're meeting other people, you are not expecting them to be, you're bringing your happiness, and it'll be easy for you to interact with. But also know people you don't need and let them go. So it's very important because I've also seen people like being in relationship, being in situations, as I choose to call them situationships, that they clearly see they are not valued, they are not respected, neither are they needed. And the question is, why are they there? And the only reason I can say, one of the reasons that definitely that will always come to my mind, is they possibly have not discovered who they are. They have not discovered their own greatness. They have not discovered the great person in them. So I encourage you to discover the great person in you, because if no one believes in you, I do believe in you. If no one really love you, I do love you. So guys, thank you all again and again and again for being with you, girl. And thank you, Bless, for showing up today. I appreciate your time. And my brother James, happy to have you all with us. And those who are watching and not talking to me, I encourage you next time, please talk to me. And for those who are going to watch it later, um, I hope you have something to take home. And first, this girl is always learning. So, but as usual, just keep it always positive. I don't have one iota of space for negative energy. I don't have. So just keep, because the good thing is I've trained a good team that if you notice, you go to my post, you may never see all my posts on social media. You may not see a negative comment. You may not know why. Because I have amazing people that if I'm sleeping and they see the post, they'll help you to delete it, they'll help you to tell you. But that's just because I believe, as I said, create the type of environments you want. If you're this person who say you don't have any true friend, ask yourself, am I a true friend? So basically, that's what I want us to do. We should be intentional to be better people. We should be intentional to be happy. Like your happiness should not be dependent on what is happening on social media or not. You should come each day. There's no like people ask me, how do you get up each day motivated? Sweetheart, there are days that I don't get up motivated. That's just the truth. There are days that I don't get up. I don't like today. I basically had a lot in my mouth, just so hype. Like I'm sure, like this live session was one of the things I really wanted to do, but I also had a lot of. I had, by the way, a training I had to take, and I woke up at 3 a.m. That is to tell that it's not every day I get up, and I've been up since 3 a.m. Did and happily know that dopamine level when you achieve something good, right? So that is added to this live session, by the way, just to let you know. Because there's this thing like I want this training I wanted to take, and it was I needed some hours to sit my boss down to do it. So I decided to sacrifice some sleep and have it done. So I just believe whatever you think you can achieve it. It may take time, but just keep doing you. Don't be anxious indeed, as the Bible say. Be anxious for nothing. Be anxious for nothing. Don't 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 create a long term wahala problem because of a temporal situation. If you're a lady, if you're broke, you need money. The solution is a job. Job is temporal. It's not just getting to a relationship. That's what I call situationships. Just somebody you don't like, you don't want to be with, but because you need money. No, because the consequences may not be reversible. Be aware of that. They may not be feasible now, but the long-term consequences may not be reversible. And don't wait to call on God to come and change what you didn't ask Him before you created. Because this is why some people have spent their life fasting, praying, and now is that God does not exist. God exists, but it's not for your stupidity. God exists to give you, talk to you before you even make a step. Before anything, before we as human beings take any step physically, we've had the opportunity to act on that spiritually. It's either you understand it, you've practiced it, and you're efficient in it, or you don't know anything about it, you just know about what you see. So this is just to say life is far deeper than the 1% that we see on social media. It's far, far deeper than that. So when I see people living anyhow, don't be distracted because some stress that some people go through, if you're allowed to stay in your position for 2 days, I'm not sure you're going to survive. So be very intentional to set your goals based on what you want, not based on the situation you are in. It could be a good situation, everything is moving well, and you are just anxious to want everything. Just like, let me give you an example. There's some people that if you give them money now, they say that I've been looking for a certain amount, let me say $100,000, and you put that $100,000 in the account, they will have to, if it's the ladies may have to change, maybe first start changing their apartment, change their back, change everything. Then the next day they are going back to God to help them. So this is why mindset. So at the end of the day, whatever we do will depend on our mindset. Okay, guys, it's been good talking to amazing people. See you guys same time next week, and of course, I have a list of topics as I said for you to, and this is now a take on for all creatives. By the way, I came today again because I see most when it comes to creative minds, what we listen to is very essential. If you are this person who get up each day with an idea, the truth is sometimes you doubt yourself, which is okay because you cannot see the end from the beginning, which is something we have to accept as human beings. We want to see it sorted, and that is fear. That's the difference between fear. That's why faith is assurance of things not seen. So if you see yourself like you have these ideas that you always want to do, and you're waiting for it to all be sorted out before you start, that is fear. And the only way to overcome fear is by taking steps. So I definitely have been very active encouraging people in pursuing whatever they want to achieve, whatever the thing they want to do, because that's what truly makes you happy. You can do every other thing, but once you're also investing in things that you really have passion for, you see that you have a safe and happy place you can always go. And with this, you want to know that in terms of creativity, I'll give this mostly now go to music artists. To every mostly I say this, I don't like to really listen to rap because a lot of rappers are always insulting one another, insulting somebody. That's just to tell that that's a mental space they are in. Some of them, what they see is just what somebody has done to them. They don't have ideas, new ideas convey. You also have artists who each day their songs are from a revelation. And now I will add this for any person who think, okay, it's just about you. If you want to get into gospel songs, it's just about you singing and having money and having fun. You know, there's a difference. Everybody can sing gospel songs, but not everybody can minister a gospel song. The difference between singing and ministering is who is in charge. You have to activate the Holy Spirit, and it's not the physical following that you see. It's beyond that. So for you to get to that level that you're able to activate, so there's some people's songs that you listen and wow, you love the song, you feel something like God is doing something in you. But these people, their voices are not up there. Neither are their like maybe their visuals are not like you just see if you're good in this, you just see a lot of mistakes, but you see these people doing so well more than some people are really great at this. Some people have released songs that are just so great musically and do all the promotions, it gets nowhere. So this is just to also say that environment. of every creative, depending on what you want to create, you need to always create that internal environment so that you can be able to release and create from a good and positive place. You don't need to always look for what to create. That's why if you listen to most of the gospel artists personally, like for me, every deep worshiper I know, this is one thing I've noticed. These are people who invest more time in sacred places than in physical. So you see them now coming. Their songs now, most of them don't need to search for song. Their songs are either from an encounter or a revelation. So for you to have an encounter that you can able to write it down and sing it well, you need to have invested in that place, that sacred place. So think about that. Because each time I see people talk about maybe when it comes to spirituality, we use that as some people want to use it as a pass when they get to difficult situation. They just need an answer and they don't get the answer. No, you have to invest. For you to have a job, you have invested, you go to school. If for you to be a doctor or a medical doctor, you have to go to school to be trained and you have to practice, right? You have to be licensed T for you to be a doctor. So for you to be able to minister, go home today knowing that you need to also go through that spiritual training. So if you are this person who is at this stage that you just believe everything you ask God, God will give you, you're still at the baby stage. There's a lot to do, there's a lot of investment. You have to go back and create that environment that you can, some people can be walking here and they just have a revelation from the spirit when not based on what you're saying in the physical. So for you to get to that level, you need to create that environment. You have to invest in keeping that environment healthy and keep it moving. So, by the way, I hope I've touched the main things I had to touch with this particular topic, which has been boiling in my head and pushing me to talk. Because I am one of those that really which I don't need to put on my camera on so many occasions, but I have to do it. I just have that edge in me. I have to do it for someone who may be thinking, oh, this is not happening. Life is not fair. Life is fair, but you just have to be in the fair, in the right place at the right time, and you also have to have the right mindset to understand that there are tough times. But like James said, it is joy if you're tried. So for you to be evaluated if you're good. That's why in countries like the United States, for you to be admitted in graduate school in some big university, you need to write GRE, right, guys? Are there some people here who have written GRE before? Because I wrote it. So when I go through things like that, and I see somebody say, "Oh, because this is this," happy to have you, my brother Delvin. Yeah, thank you, thank you. So, how many of us have written exams to get to our next stage in life before? So if you're in this journey of faith, which is something I like to talk, of course, about, know that there are stages, there are levels, there are things that you never understand till you cross a certain level. There are things that when you are in elementary, the same maths, they'll give you the basic concept. So that's why some people are, but they can't, and they want to argue with those who are in college in those concepts. And that's why, by the way, video is coming that said knowledge is in different levels because, again, I've seen people stress themselves mentally with things they clearly don't understand, like they clearly don't understand. So, I'm just sharing this one, by the way, for those who want to be intentional in getting things right, mostly in the spiritual direction, that it's okay to understand that we are in levels. I know people that are higher than me. So you need to know the basics. You need to know how the program is, the spiritual ladder is. Just like you know how the school program is. If you're in US, you have to go through this kindergarten or whatever, then elementary, middle school, junior high, then college. So you cannot be in elementary and you want to argue something you don't clearly understand the concept in biology with somebody who's in college or a professor in college. It's stupid, right? So that's the same thing as I said. A lot of us have drained from 1% of things we've heard on social media. And I see people are mentally sick. Sick doesn't really mean your head wise or down, but the way you process information doesn't really make sense. because I can clearly say, okay, it's because of what you've consumed, and you may be assuming that that is all and that's what it's supposed to be. So it's so important to the same way you have invested to be where you are in your career, in your academics, we need to do even more in our spiritual space. So if you don't do it, it's obvious that you'll be talking based on the physical, what you've seen physically. If you don't do it, it's obvious that you may even be operating because it's a level as a student that you're talking just based on what your teacher told you. So that's where some people are. What they say in life is just based on what someone said. No matter who said it, it doesn't mean it's applicable to you. So for you to be able now to process it that okay, this is not really applicable to me, or this is under this condition, if these precautions are being taken, or under this particular environment, or with this particular set of people, not this set of people, for you to have these differentiations, most as I said again, spiritually, it comes with how much you've invested in that. So this is to say, in all, knowing about yourself, knowing your purpose is how often you hear God and not man. I don't care who the man is, what titles, how long he has been serving. Before you hear man, hear God. Before you come and argue with any person, make sure you don't go to God to prove you are right. Go to God. Or don't go and read your Bible to prove what you said you were correct, or to prove a pastor or some people are wrong. Go with a humble and meek spirit. I want to know more. Humble yourself. I want to know more. That a lot of things are going to be revealed to you. Also, don't go with pride of I want to know more to disprove somebody. That's what has destroyed so many people. A lot of people, so there are different people who have read like a book, just like the Bible, and you can clearly know they are still at that basic level of knowledge, which is just memorization. They have memorized what is written, but they don't understand the deeper meaning of what is written, and they don't. There's another level that they will, of course, if they have not reached the level of understanding, how would they reach the level of application? So yes, guys, not to make this video too long, this is just to say, just being humble enough to keep learning, humble enough to know that you don't know it all, and there's a higher being. So when I see people who get to a certain point like God does not exist, I say, okay, that is pride. There's not two words to it. There are not two words to it, it's pride. You were humble when you needed help. And the same you when you need help tomorrow, you still say God is great. You still want God to help you. So I'm telling you now, the right person to always hear from, like you heard from my video, my Valentine video I sent to everybody, is the importance of the Holy Spirit. Because if you don't love yourself for real, you always define love from what people think, and you always think that you need somebody, then you feel love. No, you have to love yourself enough. Then you'll be able to identify who really loves you and who doesn't love you. You don't need to be in a relationship for 10 years and you know somebody. Yeah, people change, I agree. Then you know somebody does not think at a certain level. So, guys, thank you again and again and again, great people, for watching. Share your thoughts, what you think about our topic. Our topic is the importance of choosing the right voice. And let me know, what do you think about this topic? What do you think about the voices we listen? How do you think choosing the right voice can help us? Let's know that in the comment section. And what do you think about the timing of this video? Do you think maybe I had to share it earlier? It could come later. I'm open to know. And also with the quality of our video, try each day to make it better. I know the voice may not be the best today, but let me know whatever thing you think we should improve. I'm here to grow. So share with us. Love you guys. Stay blessed. Have a blessed weekend and new week starting tomorrow. In fact, new week started today for me. So enjoy the new week and the new era of grace. I hope this will help us to have more peaceful, joyous, and bright lights. Bye bye. Au revoir.